Now, from Studio 41 on the Country Club Plaza, this is Kansas City Live.
Okay, I guess the show is starting. The show is starting.
I'm so happy.
I know, I'm just humming to myself. Good morning and welcome to Kansas City Live. I'm Joel Nichols.
And I'm Michelle Davidson. Thank you so much for spending part of your morning with us. It's another fun Friday.
Yes, it is.
We've got cupcakes, cocktails. Who's in the kitchen?
We've got, you're making some good cocktails for everybody? Absolutely. Perfect.
You guys ready for that? Yeah, I think they're ready.
And we have this studio audience again. So Fridays in February, we've had a lot of fun with real live people. Well, Tom, there in the end. So look at Tom again. Hi, Tom.
Tom. We have a few guys sprinkled in there.
We have Tom, Josh, is that your name?
He said he was drunk here.
And you got 3, and then we got John Gidding. So we've got 4. 4 guys, all outnumbered.
And I have to be honest, I have some of my good friends here in the audience.
I know, they're sitting right here.
And they make me nervous. They're like right in my eye line. I can see them. When I mess up, they're going to be like, oh, we're cheering you on. It's okay. You're doing great.
You're here for moral support, aren't you? You're going to be supportive and wonderful.
And the cocktails and the cupcakes and all the other good stuff.
And all the good
stuff.
stuff.
Gidding.
And John Gidding and
Dave
Coulier.
Picture of John, yeah.
And we had a bull in the parking lot. I think that's worth more than that. Vicky was in the parking lot with the bull. You will meet, well, not with the bull. I don't mean that they were together.
We all stood clear of the bull.
But we'll meet the bull in a little while, too.
All right, so grab that extra cup of Joe this morning. It's okay. Turns out coffee is good for you, even more than you expect. Okay, how many cups of coffee would you guys say you drink in a day? 2. 2 or 3?
3.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture say that 3 to 5 cups of coffee is actually good for you. Mm-hmm. They consider that moderate coffee drinking, and it might even protect against type 2 diabetes and perhaps Parkinson's. That's not for sure. But so it looks like maybe drinking coffee, at least according to this study, until tomorrow when we'll be reporting on another study that says it's not good for you. But as of right now, pour yourself a cup of coffee and then eat more vegetables, and eggs are back too. Eggs are good for you again. For a while, eggs weren't good for you. Now eggs are good for you.
Like the yolks are good for you.
Not the.
They used to say just eat egg whites, but they say a lot of the good stuff is in the yolk.
Because you can eat the whole egg.
Yolk.
The yolk. You can eat the whole egg.
Eat the whole egg.
So
good.
coffee.
How lucky are you? Like that's healthy. But by the way, that's not like those fancy drinks from Starbucks. We're talking about just black coffee, right? Is that what you drink? The fancy stuff. See, I don't like coffee, so I prefer like if I would drink coffee, it'd have to be masked in chocolate and milk and cream.
It would have to be heavily flavored kind of coffee. Yeah.
Really, I'm just saying hot chocolate.
Right. You really hold the coffee.
That's what I want.
Just give me the hot chocolate.
Caffeinated hot chocolate.
But it's good for you. So I mean, at least today it's good for you. By Monday there'll be another study, and that's that.
Okay, so we have a sweet tooth.
Yes, chocolate.
Have you heard of this new cupcake place out in Olathe and Overland Park as well, the 2 locations? Mm-hmm. It's new to us, been around for a few years. It's called Sugar Rush.
And they have more than 30 flavors of cupcakes. Coconut, cherry, snickerdoodle, lemon, vanilla, cherry lemonade, hot fudge, sundae, mint chocolate, chocolate chip, triple chocolate.
Peanut butter cup, cookies and cream,
it's all good.
Butterfinger, red velvet, cafe mocha. Does that count? It's one.
Well,
it's gonna be good for you.
That's good.
Princess? You want that one, don't you?
Because she is a princess.
I think I want dibs on this one, so I'm gonna do that.
That looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. I'm gonna take this.
I wanted mine.
Oh yeah, you did. This is why we know it's Michelle's, because she put her finger in it. So now we know it's her.
Dips.
Well, I think I want this one.
But that one's got like sea salt.
Now this is mine.
You're like slobbers all over it.
Of course my slobber's all over it. I just marked my territory.
Are you guys in the mood for some cupcakes? Yeah. Okay, let's treat our studio audience to some amazing cupcakes. Thank you so much.
Look at that. Well, they're not getting cupcakes.
They get once.
Where are the cupcakes? Give them cupcakes.
Don't be stingy.
This is all from Sugar Rush, and it's all very good, and it's going to be delicious, and this is really a very good. I'm not even to the cake yet.
Are you just going to eat icing?
I'm just eating the icing. But it's very, very good, and we appreciate Sugar Rush for doing this for our audience and for everybody else, and you can enjoy that. And also, a new study just out, no calories in those. And they are delicious, and they grow hair if you need it. They take it away if you don't. So it's like the perfect cupcake.
Well, it's a red carpet weekend in Hollywood. The Oscars are Sunday night, so we're playing Reviewer Roulette, Oscar edition, in the next half hour.
Kyle Williams.
You okay there? Got some talk on your face?
Okay, now, that's who's in the kitchen. Kyle Williams of Good Food, Good Futures, serving up orange juice for breakfast. Well, OJ with a little kick. That's in the Kansas City Live kitchen.
But before that, our next segment is just a load of bull.
Hey.
A lesson from a bull rider next on Kansas City Live.
Yay!
Starstruck is brought to you by Sprint Center.
It's one of the fastest sports in the country. It requires, I don't know, some ropes and some guts, some chaps. Maybe wear your chaps.
I don't have my chaps. But we do have a cowboy. Brady Sims is here. And Brady is from Holt, Missouri, and you're going to be riding this weekend.
Yes, sir. I'll be riding this weekend at the Sprint Center, Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 2. So it'll be the Professional Bull Riders Tour, and make sure everybody comes out.
Introduce your friends here behind us.
These are a couple of my buddies' bulls. Isaiah Dunn's, he's from Warrensburg, and he was nice enough to bring a couple of bulls up here. And this big white bull here, I'm pretty sure is the dad to the younger one.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's Johnny Blaze, and that's the son there.
So what does it take? I imagine a lot of, it's like you're an athlete. It takes a lot of skill.
Yeah, it's just like any other sport, you know. You kind of got to master your art, and then you got to keep growing with it. Then you got to keep learning things, and you got to work at it, because let me tell you, this one is not easy.
I know when they were bringing him out of the truck, he said, let's just stand here. And I said, yes, we'll stand here. Tell me about how big this bull is.
He's probably only about 1,100 pounds.
Only?
Yeah, only.
That's small?
Yeah, he is on the smaller end of the bucking bulls, but like the younger one, he's going to be probably a pretty good sized bull.
Pretty good.
So how long do you have once the gate opens?
You got 8 seconds to show them what you got, and if you're 7.99, you still don't get a score.
No kidding. So you have to stay on at least 8 seconds.
Yeah, you have got to be on there for 8 seconds.
Is it all about time, or is there form?
Yeah, there's 50 points awarded to the bull on how he performs, and then 50 points awarded to the cowboy on how he rides the bull. So 100 points total, and like 84 to 87 is a pretty decent score. Anything above that's doing pretty dang good, and then if you're in the 90s, it's basically like hitting a home run.
So what happens when you fall off? Do you just try to get away as fast as possible?
Yeah, you just, as soon as that buzzer goes, you jump off and you try to get out of there. And we have bullfighters, so you know they'll distract the bull while we're trying to get away.
How'd you know you wanted to do this? How does a kid in Holt, Missouri say, yeah, I'm going to do this?
I ask myself that every day. I should have took up golf, I know that. But whenever I was younger, you know, I was like, shoot, you know, my buddy was like, you want to go to mutton busting? I was like, man, I have no idea what that is, but let's go. And it was, you know, where they ride the sheep. Yeah. And I went about 2 runs out, and I flipped off the back and been with it ever since.
Well, good luck, Brady. Have fun. Be careful. Be safe.
I appreciate it.
And good luck to you, too. He's not paying any attention. Big weekend. Here's what's coming up. Caterpillar Classic this Saturday and Sunday at Sprint Center. Tickets are $15 and up to $100, and it is a lot of fun. Thanks for doing this.
Yes, sir.
A lot of work, and it's not the only bull you'll see on the show today. We'll be right back.
Starstruck was brought to you by Sprint Center.
Hey, from amazing impressions to his iconic turn as the lovable Uncle Joey on Full House, everyone knows the hilarious Dave Coulier. Give him a round of applause. Are you embarrassed?
I'm embarrassed, I'm telling you.
You just can't take
My
it.
underpants are turning red right now.
Really?
Yeah.
How delightful.
It is delightful. Isn't that a nice image?
It's a great image.
It really is.
For a Friday morning.
It is. It's a Friday morning. I had one of the cupcakes already.
Pretty good.
I'm a little sugared up.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Does that affect you? Does coffee, we talked about coffee and sugar, does that get you revved up?
Coffee and sugar makes me want to put roller skates on and just go in a circle.
No kidding.
Pretty much, yeah.
Everyone knows you from Full House, but I love the impressions. And I'm going to ask you to do an impression that only you and I may enjoy.
Probably.
But it's Bob Einstein, who is Albert Brooks' brother, but he is great.
He was Super Dave Osborne, and on Curb Your Enthusiasm. You see, you're the only person laughing. You're the only person laughing.
We don't need them.
We've
got us.
They're laughing at me. You're laughing with me.
But I mean, he's one of the funniest guys. You started impersonating your principal.
I did in high school. I went to an all-boys Catholic high school, and I actually asked my friend Jim to prom.
Oh, really?
Well, it's all-boys high school.
Of course you did.
So,
did it go well?
Thank you. I'll be much funnier tonight and tomorrow night. Much better response than what I just got now. Went to an all-boys high school, and I did a pretty dead-on impression of our principal. So he came up to me. His name was Conrad Vachon. He said, David, I want you to do those damn announcements in the morning. So I would go on and do the announcements in the morning as our principal, and that's kind of how I got started. And my best friend in high school's name is Mark Stendrowski, and he directs the Big Bang Theory television series. So we were partners in crime, and we used to write sketches and do funny little things.
And now look where it's led you.
It led me here in the frozen tundra of Kansas City.
To this sofa.
Yes. But I'm here working on a new 1-hour stand-up special called Glorified Birthday Clown.
Nice.
And so, because I am.
Is that what you are, basically?
I'm kind of a glorified birthday clown. Pull my finger right now.
Oh, I would do it.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm game, buddy.
Yeah, I won't shoot you.
Oh, get out of here.
See, that's a hunting joke.
That was funny.
Game, I won't shoot him. But let's get back to the program, because that wasn't funny either.
But you will be much funnier tonight.
Much funnier tonight.
Yeah.
I've heard all the next 4 shows I'm doing here. I've heard each one of them is supposed to be funny.
And better than the last.
Better than the last, because I will learn something from the previous show, like, Dave, don't do that.
Because nobody laughed.
Because nobody, well, that's not going to happen.
No.
Not in a comedy club environment.
Is it a wonderful thing for you when you walk on stage to know you have this automatic connection with people?
That's why I wear a cup.
Is that?
Yes. Because of that automatic connection, you don't know what's going to happen. That's why you need to protect yourself.
Because you don't know where the connection could happen.
That's true, and with the temperature, it's a heated cup.
Good for you.
I'm divulging a little too much right now.
We've
but
learned
you know
that your underwear is red and you wear a heated cup.
Well, my underwear was embarrassed.
Oh, is that right?
It was, yeah.
Because when you came in, there's a woman sitting right in the front in the blue.
They're all women.
Well, there are 3 men there.
Yes.
But that woman in the blue, she said, I walked in and he put his arm around me and walked in with me.
Her name is Laura, and I got out of the car and stepped into a snow pile. And Laura was there, and she smiled, and I said, hi. And she said, hi, how are you? I'm coming to see you. And I said, are you I wanted to say, are you stalking me? Because this is really weird. Really weird that I step in a snow pile and you're smiling at me. But her brother apparently is a producer here. That's what she told me.
Well, Drew is directing right now. He's in charge of us right now.
Drew, your sister's adorable. I didn't ask her out or anything.
Well, you just got married. You can't do that.
I just got married right there. Look at that, the ball and chain, as I like to call it.
That is a heavy-duty ring, though.
It is. I'll tell my wife you wooed. It's heavy. It's tungsten carbide. And
why did you choose that?
Because it was given to me. You know, we're engaged now.
You know, well, you did go to an all-boys school.
I did go to. I would invite you to prom.
Would you really? No,
I would, but I would lead.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So he will be leading, and I will be dancing.
These look terrible.
Give him some water. If you'd like to see Dave this weekend in what will be funnier and funnier shows each time, Sanford's, call now. The first 10 callers will win. I got to read it right there. 913-400-7500. And the first 10 callers will win tickets to the show. You're like a pointer. It's very nice.
That's our shot.
That's beautiful. We look
I
lovely.
know TV cameras, I'll tell you. Look at that. I know exactly where to point.
You know what they're doing over there? They're making drinks.
They're making drinks, and
Michelle's making drinks.
Don't drive.
No.
It's
Michelle?
slippery. Yeah.
You could step in a...
All right, what do you get when you combine whiskey with the flavor of blood oranges, a delicious cocktail known as Riger's Rouge? Kyle Williams of Good Food, Good Futures joins us this morning with the delicious recipe. Welcome back to the show.
It's good to be back on. Thank you.
Beautiful, right?
Gorgeous.
At first I'm like, what is that? That's a blood orange.
Blood orange.
You don't see that very often.
So it is the season. So now we're in the season of blood oranges. So what we're going to do to start off the cocktail with is we're going to do fresh squeezed blood orange juice right in our Trinity Mason jar.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
What is the flavor? How would you compare that to a regular orange?
It's like orange, but also raspberry. Okay, so it gets its red color from an antioxidant called anthocyanin. It's a flavonoid pigment. It's actually really healthy for you. So it's actually, you can kind of think of this as cocktails with benefits.
Now, I want to ask you. So benefits while you're drinking it and after, is it pretty strong?
Yes, before and after, yes.
Before and
right.
after.
And then we're also going to put some rosemary syrup in there as well, which actually has a lot of benefits as well as, calming. It's really good for digestion and everything. So we got our beautiful blood orange juice in there. Okay. Got a little ice.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now you're using a whiskey that's from Kansas City, made right here.
This stuff is fantastic stuff. So this is Riger whiskey, made right here in Kansas City. So we're going to put a little of this in there. Actually, a lot, because it's good stuff. This is Lillet Rouge, which gives it the rouge color. It's a fortified red wine. Okay, a little bit of Angostura bitters, a little bit of
What is it about bitters? I feel like they're very popular right now.
They add a lot of complexity, so instead of just getting a really sugary sweet drink, they're actually natural. So you get a lot of different herbs and spices that age for a while.
What's that?
This is rosemary syrup. So we actually make in the cafe.
Are you asking me to take a drink of it?
No, just smell it. Just smell it. No, you can try it, but I would.
I want to drink it. I mean, what is this?
Go for it. Huh?
That's kind of yummy.
Yeah, rosemary. Mm-hmm.
That's really good. I could just drink this.
Right.
Okay, my cocktail's done.
Cocktail is finished. So now
perfect for 10 in the morning.
A little bit more ice.
Okay.
Simple.
What's with the mason jar?
So if you're at home, this is easy.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times bartenders have two-piece sets, which are kind of hard. They can fly out of your hand. So I like to kind of show this for home viewers, so it's a lot easier.
I love that. Let's bring John in.
Yep.
Come on in.
Come on in.
You've got a drink in your hand.
I've already got my cocktail in my hand, but you got prettier glasses here.
Yes.
You want another one? You want this one?
So here we go.
Okay, this is John Gidding from HGTV. Okay, guys, come on. John Gidding.
Cheers, guys.
I mean,
10 a.m.
cheers
cocktails.
to you. I
Cheers.
love
Cheers.
this.
Right out of the mason jar for me.
Yeah.
And this is rosemary?
This is fresh rosemary and then blood orange.
Did you just get stabbed in the eye by the rosemary?
It actually tickles you just as well.
Yeah,
it tickles you and you get the
like
smell
a little facial, like a little scrub.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Okay, audience, what do you guys think about this drink?
Pretty good.
Amazing, right? It's kind of, the bitters do add a little bit of, is it tartness? You say complexity.
Complexity, yeah.
That's a fancy way of saying it.
Yeah. But
I'm really into this.
And we're just trying not to get the rosemary in our eye.
Right. And you guys got to smell this. This is the black walnut bitters.
Oh, so you use 3 different kinds of bitters?
Yeah, 3 different kinds
That
of
smells
bitters.
like syrup. Oh, that's amazing.
So it's seasonal, so we're using local ingredients. We're using seasonal ingredients, local, seasonal, and then the black walnut. This is a very wintertime seasonal, and then rosemary and blood orange as well is very seasonal.
You
as well.
are the best, Kyle. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and making drinks for our entire studio audience. And we'll talk to you. You're gonna drink the whole thing before our segment?
Just might. I've got 2 now.
You give us great, amazing advice. There you go.
Double fisting.
it. Well, we'll have the recipe for this amazing drink on our website, kclive.tv, later on today. Thank you so very much for coming in. All right, well, take a banjo. You heard of a dobro?
No.
No? Well, you're gonna hear about it. And a mandolin. Add a rock classic. And you've got the Hellbenders, Pinball Wizard, like you've never heard it before.
Plays a mean pinball.
You know, Tommy is considered to be the greatest rock opera maybe of all time. Pinball Wizard going down in history as its biggest hit.
The Hellbenders are with us this morning to put a bluegrass spin on that classic tune. Welcome, guys, to the show. You have a captive audience right here.
Yeah.
They're excited to hear you play. So what has your experience been like in Kansas City for the Folk Alliance Festival?
You know, we've been to Folk Alliance many times, and this is actually one of the biggest and best for us. We're getting to debut this Tommy project for the first time worldwide. Our very first public performance is tonight, midnight, debuting this show, so we're really excited about it.
What takes music into the venue of bluegrass? What makes this bluegrass now?
Well, you know, that's a tough question. I'd say obviously the instrumentation makes a big part of it, and the styling and the way that you sing it and the way that you present it. But a lot of it just comes from in here, from just understanding the music and knowing it and loving it and putting it out there.
So what are you gonna do while you're in town? I imagine you're hanging out with lots of other artists. You can inspire each other.
Oh yeah,
play great
there's
music.
thousands of great musicians there, so there's going to be lots and lots of that. But one of my biggest highlights for the day is going to be hitting Jack Stack's barbecue this evening.
Well, we have Joe's Kansas City on today,
Oh,
so
cool.
they're another amazing barbecue.
Well, then I'll just have to try them as well.
There you go.
So would Bill Monroe approve of all this wonderful stuff you're doing?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he would.
The father of bluegrass?
I think he would. Some people might argue, but I think he'd be into it.
What about your new album?
We're actually releasing this album in May 10th. It'll be debuting, like I said, tonight. We'll be doing a few more debut shows before it actually is released, but we'll be putting it out May 10th and on Compass Records, and you can check it out at whograss.com and hillbenders.com and learn more about it.
Great. What fun. The Folk Alliance Music Fair takes place February 20th through the 22nd, Sheridan Crown Center. This is going to be great. Here they are, the Hellbenders.
of the ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. He stands like a statue, becomes part of the machine. Feeling all the bumpers, always playing clean. He plays by intuition, the digit count is small. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. Pinball wizard, got to be a twist. Pinball wizard's got such a supple wrist. How do you think he does it? Don't know what makes him so good. He ain't got no distractions, can't hear those buzzes and bells. Don't see lights flashing, plays by sense of smell. Always gets a replay, never tilts at all. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. Thought I was the Valley Table King, but I just handed my pinball crown to him. Thought I was the Valley Table King, I just handed my pinball crown to him. Even on my favorite table, he can beat my best. His disciples lead him in, and he just does the rest. He's got crazy flip of fingers, never seen him fall.
You're watching Kansas City Live with your hosts, Michelle Davidson and Joel Nichols, showcasing the people, places, and personality that make Kansas City a great place to live.
Our next guest has been a fashion model, an architect, and an amazing designer. HGTV's John Gidding joins us with his take on the curb appeal of the Johnson County Home and Garden Show. How's it going? How's your drink?
It's going really well, and that's going down real easy.
Good, good. I'm glad. Okay, first of all, you're so beautiful, right, ladies?
Thank you. So are you. Thank you.
So talented. I found that you graduated from Yale, then went to Harvard. I saw you playing the piano online. I'm like, what can this guy not do? I mean, seriously, it's kind of disgusting.
Well, thank you very much. I can only play about 2 songs on the piano at this point, but I'll take the credit.
That's okay. So coming to Kansas City, you're obviously going to inspire some people out there to renovate the outside of their home and make it over. What are the trends right now you're seeing?
Well, I'm really excited to be here because, you know, I go to home shows all the time. The Johnson County Home Show invited me. I was really excited to come. I've never been to Kansas City before. It's my first time.
Nice. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome
I'm excited.
To Kansas City.
And glad to hear people talking about barbecue and stuff because that's the one thing my dad told me to do.
Of course.
Go
eat. One of the best places is here.
Yeah.
It used to be called Oklahoma Joe's, but now it's Joe's Kansas City, so you can try it and just stick around. Don't go anywhere.
Wait, this is the one in the gas station, right?
It's in the gas station. You've heard about this, yeah. It's like one of those places, you know, you have to go before you die.
But to answer your question about trends and stuff, the best thing about curb appeal is that it's not beholden to trends. It's based on the fabric of your community. It's how you live in the house. It's how you want to feel when you come home. So I say focus on the entry process. Everything that your eye sees, from where you start on the street to the front door, that's what to focus your money on.
Okay, let's say you don't have a huge budget.
Look at that. Planter boxes are great, window boxes, build a beautiful fence, do great house numbers, maybe a gorgeous mailbox. I find that whatever draws your eye to the front door and makes people feel welcome and that there's somebody there that loves that home, that's what's going to increase your curb appeal.
Okay, what are the big mistakes that people make? I probably made them, so tell me.
Sticker house numbers. I mention them every time. I will not put up with them. I hate them. No sticker house numbers.
Don't do it.
People also try to create sort of an artistic vision for their garden based on a picture that they saw in a magazine, and that's the wrong approach. The best way to create a garden for yourself is to approach a local nursery, have them send somebody out there, look at the soil pH levels, the sun shade levels. They'll give you a whole list of plants all for free because they'll know you'll probably buy them from them. And now you know which plants will actually survive and thrive in your yard, and that's actually the first most important crucial step.
What's a step to get you to come to our house and just do your magic?
Put up sticker house numbers, I will come over and rip them down.
You'll be walking around Kansas City like, no,
rip.
Don't do it, don't do it. So I imagine, though, it's been such a fun ride for you on the show. Do you have like a favorite project where you saw like the biggest change?
Yes, yeah. We've had a few clients that come to the show and say, please completely change the style of the house. We want to go modern, even though we live in a Spanish hacienda. And it's a challenge, but it's also highly fruitful because you end up giving this house a completely different look. And we have a lot of examples of that on the show, so it's been a lot of fun.
Have you driven around Kansas City?
A little bit, just this morning.
What do you think? There's some beautiful homes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's larger than I thought. The city is quite big.
Big.
What's that outdoor mall area called?
Oh, the Plaza.
The Plaza. We were driving past there. The houses, of course, were stunning. But
beautiful.
There were other neighborhoods too. There's a lot of Tudor-style homes here, and I find that to be one of the more charming housing stock. You can sort of decorate it very well and easily. It's all about the sort of doohickeys and the little cutouts and details. I don't know, I find it easy and fun.
Great character. Now, I have to ask you, I know a lot of the folks out here, we live in the homes that are kind of, they're out a little ways in the suburbs, and they tend to look a little bit similar.
Right.
The stucco fronts, the siding.
How do you differentiate yourself?
How do you make your house stand out?
Well, there's a couple different ways. I find that some people like to focus on the color story. So they'll try to bring in bright, vibrant colors, either with the front door or with the shutters. Never on the facade itself. Please don't do that. Make sure that the facade is a nice neutral color because it has to fold into the fabric.
So no bright blues?
No, in fact, I saw, what was it, a pink house today?
Did you want to go knock on their door?
Somebody in Kansas, where are you? This person in Kansas has a bright pink house.
Home.
I know your neighbors don't like you for that. But otherwise, the plant story is another way that you can differentiate yourself. I find that the easiest fixes are sometimes the best way to focus on making your house personalized, because if you hate them, which it can sometimes happen, I've created things that I haven't liked.
Like, that just didn't work. Change it.
Yeah.
Change it. I have to, really quick though, you've been on the cover of some romance novels. We have to look at some of those,
do you know
can
that?
we?
Do you have them?
I think we do.
Where
are they?
That took a lot of research. If you,
it did. No, and they're kind of amazing. And maybe we have them. I don't know. They're there.
Oh, man.
Ooh. I would buy that book.
That was the last one I did, actually. The Missing
What
Air.
were you thinking? What's in your eyes?
Just sultriness.
Sultriness.
Can I just say, when you shoot these things, you go into the studio and they give you the whole rundown of the story, as if that's going to help your modeling. They're like, this is a story about a prince who...
Be princey.
Yeah, be princey, and here's your scabbard and sword.
Well, you are our prince. Thank you so much for coming to Kansas City. You are just a joy. And you can see John at the Johnson County Home and Garden Show this weekend at the Overland Park Convention Center. Thank you so much for joining us
tonight
this
and
morning.
tomorrow.
Tonight and tomorrow. Fantastic.
Big weekend, lots going on. What's the weather going to be like for everybody?
For the weekend overall, not bad. It's tonight into tomorrow morning. We've got to watch out. I'm going to show you just kind of a quick screenshot of how the radar may look later on tonight around 11:30 or so, with rain in the area, a little mix here and there, and snow to our north. Snowfall amounts, I think, for many of us, dusting to perhaps 2 inches at most for Kansas City. Kind of the same thing we've seen overall this season, but we'll keep eyes on it, have a detailed hour-by-hour breakdown coming up on our midday program.
We appreciate it.
Yay
Thanks,
for JD. Billy Joel's coming to Kansas City, the Sprint Center, May 1st.
Yeah, and Kansas City Live is giving away a pair of tickets. Now, these are like gold. Everybody wants them. I hope he plays Uptown Girl concert. Yeah, you think he will?
Oh, of course he will. And you have to go to our Facebook page, look for Billy Joel giveaway on the left, click, fill out that form.
And we are picking a winner on Monday morning. Good luck to you. And we want to thank
we
our
say thank you to all these
amazing
people.
Studio audience.
Give yourselves a round of applause.
Are you hungry? We got food coming your way. You guys have been the best studio audience we've had.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for coming. Have a good time. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
He made it to the end of the show. 41 Action News Midday is up next, and we'll be back here Monday. Y'all coming back Monday morning?
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Good. Give yourselves a round of applause.